Elishab wala makhetha lawa futhi bam khetha iphathi imali elaga itorokisi phezulu kwetorokisi namanga mla upayiswe yini ke manje esima awuthami mani ish ungafuni lo
bara ngisoli mnganami ngisoli nanga umfana utesana nami mnganami esiblind kakhulu esikolweni mngani yazi ngapayiswa yini mnganami bengizitshela ukuthi mfethu ngiyeskieleni ngetrans mnganami ngithola nanga ubaba sibanda balengana le mali yami license ngisakhona ufika hayi wena akuzuma esana nanga indoda enkulu
mina uyazi ngikandila esikele izinto bebazibona ngabezilayo
ngishaya komedi ngisheka
la wena ngiyazi udoyi bengisheka mnganami ngola wothi bengikopisa ngize ngikopise lo class teacher namasiba kakhulu mina bengifisa ukure amatonki umdala wami uthatha lamadonki mfethu wasale fundraise ubuza bothenga ngamalini bro 350 mina yatshela mina mawu
unokuza abanye wena
yazi mina bengiblind teacher phela uyasesikube nginamasimba mngane ngena ka one ngifike ngiki bathi angishayine traffic ngishayine last talenta sona ngishikishe nangithi spoon njaya ngiyifa ngithi bangibona batayisana uyinja ngene eclassini mangene eclassini umenera phakathi ngiyakutshela nje yami bhala ke intwana bengishaya total after total intwana should bengastop intwana bengibatosisa so one way ngiyinja mina njaya ngishaya ngani bro ngishaya ngoba ipilot bwana ukibela ini cabanga kwenzeka bangibuza ndoda bathi who is a driver Sabati, who is the driver in this car? In this plane na car.
Matota makhulu. Ni right man, ni right. Hayi wathi ngiphethe indaba ezimnandi lapha madoda. Lapho bathi ngangezelela madoda skip. Ya, yazi into enezakalele madoda nami ngiyayifila. Ngishayiwe exactly. Ngoba benginama dream. Bara no follow ama dream wenu.
Yazi ngakukhola ukuthi ngifuna ukuba electrical engineering.
Wapayiswa yini?
Asumahlangu kwaleka nemali yami school fees.
Uyinikelana umahlangu mali school fees ngoba imali ya deposit edrobheni. Madoda ngake ngikhuza ningitshela ukuthi usathana kanamandla. Yini lo? Uyazenzela usathana.
Hayi nginawa amandla, nginawa.
Yabona usathane uyadribulana. Usathana namuhla somngcoma madoda. Uyafuma madoda. Uyafuma na? Vumani madoda usathana kanamandla. Namuhla usathani. Phetha amabhazari namuhla. Phetha amabhazari. Hayi amabhazari lawo madoda ukuthi amakhulu wenu afezeka madoda njengoba nazi ukuthi umashilo wayefuna ukuba ikhehla makakhulile madoda le ndaba ngizoyithatha ngimikise ema-ofisini ukuthi umashilo uyahamba madoda uyoba ikhehla makakhulile ngizoyibhala phasi indaba kamashilo madoda nawe ngezwa ngendaba yakho yamatonki kamkhulu ukuthi umkhulu wenzani ngala matonki wenzani umkhulu wakubulala ngikufaka ibhazari yokuthi i-government ilanda amatonki kamkhulu
yebo
njengoba mina ngingqondo le ndaba siyofika ema-ofisini sasekuseni uyahamba nje udogibela ibhasi ufuna nenkomo nawe le nto kosele ngikubhalele yona phasi ukuthi ufuna ukuba nenkomo ezingakhi ukheria yakho
2 or 3
hayi mngani ayikhona
ngifuna na for ukushila
alright for Sishebo carrier Musibo yeah Sishebo carrier
hayi mina carrier yami ngifisa ukuthi ngibe universal soldier Zakaria
makhulu Kunjani ndoda? Kunini ngikumele la ndoda?
Ngasala kanjani?
Wonke umuntu ubhalisa icareer.
Baliswa ngandoda enkulu namhlanje.
Phela kusele usitshele ukuthi wena ufuna ukuba yini.
Mina mfethu nethi ukuziphushela amatroli.
Pusha amatroli.
Mara
Pusha troli.
Indaba yami yofethu. Manje unye umdala akaswiphe eyakumuka kafuna ukwazi
The problem is trolley porter. Trolley porter. Madoda waqeda lo muntu wakubulala.
Ikreni kanjani?
Ya ubulele. Kodwa indaba yakho ndoda ngizoyifikisa ema-ofisini ndoda. Ukuthi i-trolley porter iyokulimazayo uhlala ukuthi amatroli wonke. Madoda ngizonibona. Indaba zenu nifikise ema-ofisini madoda. Ngizonibona madoda. Groot mpijam, talang phila nawo. Kunenye indaba mara kusolo ngikufihlela yona. Mara ngifuna ukuthi mangicede ukukutshela yona uhamba utshela abantu.
Tshela bobani? Bobani ngitshela igodo.
Angithi utshela igodo ngithi ungahambi ngoba ngiyakwazi wena uvulile la. Awuna non stop. Mawuhamba le ngase ema-2 roomini uyothola ubatshela indaba zakho. Indaba le serious ngoba umntwana nami ungu-42 years namhlanje.
Hayi wena, umntwana ni?
Hawu, ngiyakutshela ngisho ukuthi le ndaba le ngikutshela yona manje. Ngoba isolo ngifihlile ngoba ngiyakwazi wena la uvulile la emlonyeni.
Wayibona ngisenkule ufuna umntwana.
Hayi ngibengizokutshela ngesikhathi sami. Phela mina nginesikhathi sami. Wayekho sengitshela ngesikhathi sakho.
Wena ayikho indaba yakho.
Ayikho.
Ngathi bakutholisa ibhantshi wena.
Ubani bamtholisa ibhantshi?
Wena ngathi bakutholisa leli elikhulu leli.
Le ndaba le ngiyazi uhamba uyicoca le phezulu le. Ungahamba ucoca indaba zami. Ngitshela wena kuphela mnganami ngoba ngiyakuthemba. Ngibona nanga umntwana wami yangena.
Ngizokhuluma na.
Ngibona nanga.
Hello, Kai.
Yeah.
Hi Daddy.
Hello baby ukayina. Hayi nami ngikhona. U right man. Yemngane ungathi isikhathi sakho sesiphelile mngane umntana wami sekafikile mntana nana. Yemngane ngiyakukhuza ungahamba ukhuluma indaba zami nabangani bakho le ngoba ngiyakwazi wena uhamba uzikhuluma le ukuthi umntana wami sekafikile.
Usala.
Ngibizelani? For in wena.
Ngifuna ukubuza la.
Yini inkinga yakho?
Wayi lo mntwana amhlophe, wena umnyama. Wayi lo mntwana akhuluma isitswana, wena ukhuluma isizwe.
Hayi lokho akufuni wena.
Umuntu wena umfishane.
Akukho lokho okukhulumayo into ozicabangayo mawuhleli nabangani bakho. Awuphumi kule style sakho wena.
Ekulanda utaba le momajosi uzothi bantwana bakho. Please usithwala isibhanje ngekho la.
Umntwana nami. Nkosele ngichaze wena manje ngafonela umntwana amasejozi. Umntwana amasejozi lo wena. Ngeke ungiphise ngomntwana amasejozi. Hawu.
Ayisuka ulanda abantwana bale josi. Khule ukuzodla. Angathi mntwana lo modla.
Awujamu naporeka namuhla ilanga elihle kangaka madoda. Namuhla ilanga lama heritage phela. Hawu, yimi lo muntu. Angikhona la ngasekazi nethi ngithe manje.
usugqokeni ke maso
Ngigqoke leskithi lesi sikasana skena lesikasi. Ya, kiskasi lesi Brian.
Musilora urumkasa.
Yakusho ukuthi ngumkasana mina. Yiko bangisho nala ngaphandle. Mina madoda niyazazi mara ukuthi nidabukana. Amasiko wenu niyawazi.
Nina kichokwa masemula.
Awujokwa masemula.
Kwa masemula mfethu kushiwa muthu kapho kuma.
Wena kuyendaweni esirong ke kwamasemula. Abantu umngani wakho yena ubuya phe ekhaya.
phakathi KZN le kaDlawulale
Qhamuka KZN kwaDlawulale. Yes. Hayi madoda, hayi lento enishoyo. Awuthi ngimtshele ukuthi mina ngive lapha madoda. Njena ngoba sengibona ngihlale kanje, namuhlela ngelikhulu madoda le heritage president ushizo ukuthi siyele ku Jerusalem, yena yawazi Jerusalem. Ya, umuzokhanyako gents. Asiyochaja amafoni phela yiwo phela okhanyako. Kodwa awuthi ngimtshele ukuthi mina ngibuya madoda. Mina ngumJ, angishone angazi. Njengoba ningazi ukuthi uJ the cheese boy. Awuthi la sekasi. Yethi mayibona abantwana ihlanye kakhulu le yaqala ukuhlala elokishini yabe seyahamba ihlala ngasedrobhini. Yimi loyo majita. Sikona mike lena. Sabungenelela kakhulu ngoba kuzogcina kuchama abaningi la ngasekasi.
Lolu yakai.
Madoda afayeni wanti borekile siyangaseJerusalem challenge madoda. Siyakhipha ngaseJerusalem challenge. Afayeni majita afayeni. Asifayeni ma-out. Ngeke ngibhalele ngaphandle. Ilanga leJerusalem challenge. Funeka thina madoda lapho madoda. Abomkasana abaserious. Bona le Jerusalem bekintshela ngayo seyiqalile manje. Yile lengathekisini asitoyile madoda.
Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami.
beautiful viewers at home, don't be surprised because this interview is very, 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 very secret. That's why we are doing it in a dark place. Because if they can hear that I've been with the assistant coach of Pitso Mosimane, hey, they will take more action for me. So I will be fined more than the salary of Pitso Mosimane and his assistant coach. So don't be surprised about that. That's why we are in a dark place here in Egypt. So we like to take this moment to talk to the guy who has been appointed as an assistant coach. How are you, assistant coach?
Good, and you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. We have been here that Pitso Mosimane has appointed you as a assistant coach. What's your feeling about that?
As we're about to embark on this journey, me and Pitso, we are liberators. We are here to liberate this team,
Al-Ahli. Al-Ahli, yes, assistant.
Yes,
so what's your
yes.
feeling about that, and what motivates you about being a assistant coach for Pitso Mosimane?
No, we are here to motivate, expatiate, and expand, trigonomate, those kind of things, take and push and take, those kind of things.
Okay.
Me getting 6.5 million,
It's very nice.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
so coach, it looks like you're gonna earn more. As you have been told me that you'll earn by 6 million. So what about the supporters for Mamelodi Sundowns that you leave them behind, their feelings and so on and so many more?
Me earning more than a coach, it's a privilege, It depends who you know and how and when and who, those kind of things.
And our viewers, they are hungry at home. So have you got the plans about the formation that we'll be using at Al-Ahli with Pitso and so on, and some other technical staff who will help you to achieve something here in Egypt?
Pitso and I have been planning this for long, like last Christmas, we've been planning this team, of Al-Ahli.
Al-Ahli, Okay.
That
cool.
we're gonna use 4, 3, 1, take our farm, those kind of things. I know they don't understand take our farm, but it's going to be a new language there.
But the problem, coach, is that the supporters at home in Mzansi, they are so very, very angry about you because you just leave Sundowns as soon as you can. So what about their feelings, supporters' feelings?
No, man, I feel what they feel, but I'm not feeling it now. Since
It shows that money talks.
Money talks.
Oh,
Money talks.
Ya babukele emakhaya njengoba senzwile sila eGibhite ezakafaro njengani niyabona nami ngikhuphuke nabo ngefly njengoba sibe sengino assistant coach la igama lakhe selengakavezwa until imanagement Al-Ahli izonvezela igama lakhe. Nami sengikhuluma naye nje angikhona ukumthola igama lakhe. Assistant, any message to our supporters in Mzansi?
Salam alaikum, brothers. This is how we greet now.
Okay, salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum, brothers.
Okay, that is very pleasure to be with you, coach. We wish you all the best here in Kwafaro. We call it Kwafaro.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome to
Al-Ahli. Okay, thanks, coach. Thank you, the beautiful viewers at home, and wish the assistant coach all the best. Thank you, assistant.
Thank you. All the best to you.
Oh, I no me simu ya sogoda ngafumo satana kwenzi boda. Oh, I no me simu ya sogoda ngafumo satana kwenzi boda.
Ngiyatshela mina bro, English no English namuhla ngiyatshela uzobona soba interview ngenkani. Umntana ngiyabe interview impela nje ngene. Interview ngihlangana nabelungu abamhlophe impela phakathi ba interview nama awu kunjani mfethu right nami right awucakele namuhla ngiyaphi mngani wami mngani wami ubukele ngiyaphinda wena isihlika kanjani yo uyasibona mnganami ugadalana ke mina mnganami kumsebenzi wami kuthiwa wini usikilithi gadi
mngani
wona ke lo mnganami bongicashela wona kumsebenzi
alright
nethi inkinga yami yazini mnganami ngilokufunda lo English yiyo ngibhayisisa kuphela nje
Masupay English ngkhona lo.
Iyangihlupha mnganami amadoda amakhulu akhona kangaka.
Mfethu. Nethi wena into kusulu yenziwe. Vele kuyabonakala ilami singaqala khona ukuyenza le English.
Yiko ke lapha wami.
Hayi la ngathi kuvamise ukudlula mina.
Abo mhlophe kuphela bra wami bakudlula bona kuphela ke la. Awungitshela mama. Ukuphi? Bathi yini konje olaxas of yezwa kana English ngawubheka angifuna ngiyatshela. Appendix or what?
Siyekele mnganami le yabona lokufunda.
Kunzima mngana
but English in and out
line
ngisha in and out
ufundisa
in and out fana ke shaya round mngana umtshele lo muntu ungamsabi umqonde straight
ngizomqonda
I'm talking to you and come back tell him
I will tell them and I will interview them if yes my man qinisile
ngajump
straight to top
face to
face to better
fana sibeke straight ke mngana usikhathi bani ke leyo ufika ngayo
ngiyofika ngo7 ekseni impela bathe ngifika belu
ngo7 awuyafika ke musa ukulula ke English le uyafika ke ekseni mawufika good night meneer uyakutshela umeneer is how are you for you uyamtshela is the music for the cutting ngisiyazazi bathela isibhamu sakho yonke into right wona already security nganti participate ka
angisilona ngilayile participate impela ngibatshela ngithi vathu J
Afrikaans leyo
no sorry bro
English
Shomfrey
you must talk English uyangithola
yes
2 by 2
mlungu
ngamsabi
so ngimsabi ngizamface them in the eyes yes
ngimsabi mfana
Shomfrey
ngiyazi
ngiyathola mfowethu
ngawulo msebenzi uyazi uya
lapho
wena lapho mngana wenze njalo mngana ungakhohlwa ukuhamba nokudla mfana ngamshiye goodness mngana nolaki ngisho ukuthi goodness nolaki
Welcome to Township Corner. It's like Ephuzi Ngaspek Mall. It's our local businesses with their house and they surviving throughout the lockdown. So we have visited one of the local business we call it a pretty cost, but they're not just so without wasting much of a time, out is again Elana. Spona ukuthi asipheleleni awalento le job o understand ukuthi lamekile manje is like time manje sikhuluma so 1 o'clock manje so asingene sizwe ukuthi basiphetheleni sesifikile singambona uMr la a chef a local chef laselokishini so sifuna ukwazi ukuthi ushayeleni la ushayeleni and ungubani first bazi introduce ukuthi ungubani and business the name of the business awusibuza unjani
yaphila unjani
yaphila
shoboza
sikhuluma nobani
ukhuluma Winnie Toes yona ophethe lana eForest Stop uthengisa ukudla lokungasuka phansi
awupe yizwa la ngicela uzwe la uthi uphethe ini
ukudla ongasuka phansi Winnie Toes oh Willis
bethi ukudla ongasuka phansi okay uthi the name of the business
Winnie Toes
Willie Toes
Willie Toes lena Willie Toes kitchen
Willie Toes lena Willie Toes
kitchen
okay all right yeah sabona ukuthi no ubondile lana and sabona lana ama customer ukuthi no amanye aphuma futhi la abanye kusekunzima ukuthi abanye basuku khompe so ungasitshela ngale business lakho ukuthi ubuyaphi
ngihlala extension 4 lana ngiqale 94 ukuthengisa umbila la eForest Stop ngaqala ngathengisa umbila ngathengisa nama fruits nama veg Bona ukuthi ziningi sibaningi sithengisako lokho uyekela
Okay.
2008 wayekela ama-beach uthengisa umbila.
Okay,
Specialize umbila.
asikhulume mawili wena bowuthengisa umbila ungasondela ngapha.
Yeah.
Bowuthengisa umbila ne?
Yeah.
Ibhizinisi uqale nini?
Ibhizinisi uyicala
And
ngicale
the idea of the business isukela kuphi?
idea yebhizinisi ngithatha kumagogo kumama.
Okay.
Yeah, uye bengithengisa sombila ngingafuni. Vele angifake ngenkani. Ngilove nasesigela.
Yeah.
3 months. Nje ngiyazilala vela ukuthi ngifuna ukuyothengisa ngibe nemali. Sengibonile ukuthi imali ikhona kubhizinisi. Aze sitolo ngabona ngathi hayi sikhala kancane.
Ngiyabona nama-customer amanye lana. Kune-drive-thru.
Yeah, bangena phakathi.
Kune-drive-thru ngapha. One of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive-thru bayingena
Yeah.
ngapha ngapha la seke. Yeah. Bayeceleni.
Okay. Manje usurvive njani wena kule lockdown?
Ngisurvivile ukuthi nakuno manje ngilo ngisaperforma seseyini ngisaphelele.
Okay.
Yeah, mara kona indlala engibambile neje ukuthi ayisikho.
Yeah.
Ithuna le ndlala. Ngibamba boss.
Yeah, no, ukubeka ngebhizinisi ngoba sibone useva njani ama-customers.
Yeah.
Ngiyabona ukuthi umise usesebhizi lana, so what we going to do is wait for him aqeda ukuseva ama-customer lana. Njengoba ubona ukuthi ama-customer they are waiting. Abanye nabo lapha drive-thru. Yeah, i-drive-thru yasekasi. I-drive-thru yasekasi. Ungathi ungabona lapha, uyabona i-collection. Ayibona masikhuluma nge-drive-thru yasekasi. Na i-drive-thru yasekasi, they keep the customers happy, which is one of a kind. Now we are going there. So, there is something that will make us happy for what e-business that focus on. So, and with this kind of support. So, stay tuned. You must not Korea side. You must not take out people to 7 again. And how is it sitting about? Khona la ku township khona no Brahma Willis. Sabona sigondiwe lana siphatheni la Brahma Willis.
Le mathume nkukhu,
Mathume
shokhini.
Yeah.
Mathume nkukhu.
Yeah.
Ibiza ngeWilly Toast.
Oh, Willy Toast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Le cabbage nechakalaka.
Oh, le cabbage normal ku menu yakho kunobana ngiyazi ukuthi khona ezinye ezingekho la.
Yeah, zikhona lezi ezinye ezingekho baziqedile la namanje ngisaziphekile lapha.
Oh, usaziphekile.
Yeah, sazongena.
Sazongena ngasekade, ne?
Khona abanye abantu abamele ozona lana.
Yeah.
Makari lawa ayi-2.
Okay, ngiyabona uthi no uyabhizi. Uqale nini u-operate as a businessman? Mawuthi uyasebenza, yeah.
Long time uthengisa ukudla.
Yeah, uthengisa ukudla.
Uthengisa ukudla manje sengenza 8 years.
8 years. Uba nofundisile uwenza to cook this thing. Ukuthi upheke, yeah, uba nofundisile.
Mkherezo. Umuntu ongifundisile, mina vele ngizifundisile. Yeah.
Okay.
Ngibone bawenza nje 1-2 la emakhaya.
Okay.
Mina ngicabanga ukuthi athi ngiyekele amathumbu nomvuno nalezi inhlobo sonke for lesi line isibheke imholo.
Yeah.
Mina ngazishayela amathumbu enkukhu. Yeah.
No, viewers, mawungezwa lokudla lokho no on top. No, ato angimangali kuba nama drive through abantu beza la bazothenga basuka I believe abanye basuka from Witbank.
Abanye basuka from Witbank, abanye from Belfast.
Belfast.
Mabaze ngapha vele bezele ukudla. Ngeke bajike edrobheni adlula ngeWilly
Willy Toast.
Shop.
Okay, manje ulibona ibhizinisi lakho likhula liya kuphi?
Ibhizinisi lami bengifuna ukuthi bayiduma kume kancane.
Yeah.
If masipalata khona asinceda ngokusakhela izinto ze-right. Angasuse endaweni lapho esikhona ukuthi sithole lapho.
Yeah.
Yeah, ngifuna ukuthi asakhele lapho esikhona ukuthi basho imoli kwenzakalani. Imoli phela iza kamuva. Bemele baqale ngathi basifunele indawo qala before bazofunela imoli.
Yeah.
Imoli phela iza kamuva ukuthi asinamali ukusho nesi. Bona bele ngane nje basithembisa ngabo basitshela ngoMike Mayamba le spray ukuthi uzoza la ngazosakhela azosifaka like businessman lokho sibhadala ama rent nethi siwabhadalela amahala nje.
So wena ufuna i-assistant ukuthi ube nendawo e-right.
Yeah,
noma sibona kuba nomoya la.
Yeah. Bangiphendele lokho basithembisa kudala. Bangiphendele kahle khona lana hayi ekudina ngifuna ukuyekudina ngeke babeke imall lana belungu bona. Bazoshiya mina. Mina bele baqale ngami mina ngisuki la vela ngindawo bayazi. Ngeke baze bangitshele. So njoba wena ukhuluma so ne. Do you see your business ikhula empower youth and uba udlala irole ku-employment? Yebo. Irole ngiyidlala ku-employment ukuthi laba abancane laba bezayo babona ukuthi malume lokhu azange kasebenza. Yeah, malume azange kasebenza. Okay. Lokho sisekhona ekhoneni. Yeah. Mhlawumbe nje akaceli, akagangi, akathengisi nama-drugs. Njengoba ukhuluma ngaloko, what is an advice kule youth ufana ukuthi bakhala ngomsebenzi bathi nomsebenzi awukho ama-chances omsebenzi bangaqala kuphi? I-advice yakho laba ama-youth laba abancane bangaqala ngokuzimaketha bona qala lana ebantwini laba abaphakamile sebaphakisile ukuthi babone bese-ke uyahamba uyozenzela enye naye yakhe akhulume nomethi abangamthekeli next time uzobuya bamthengele abe right. Impilo iqhubeke asingaloko sithi more basi. Yeah. Ukuthi umore basi esikhathi uyahlupha mawuholile awusayi emsebenzini bayaxosha bese uyawara kesinye isikhathi uzibona sohlele ekhaya. Ngakhohlwa nokubekezela. Yeah. Okay, ukubekezela uma sithi uyasho ukuthi abangakhohlwa nokubekezela.
Kubalulekile uma umuntu osebenza ngabantu akho abantu bahluka abantu uma usebenza ngabantu kumele uhlale uright. Omunye uvele uyakwathi uyalwa abantu hlukile abantu. Yeah. Bekezela inkulu kakhulu ngoba amalanga abafani futhi noyebhizinisi kuyo namhlanje bathenga sasa wathenga kumele ube nokuthi uyabekezela uma umuntu. Okay. Baluleke kakhulu futhi.
sezwa usisi uyakhuluma lapha no Mr Mawilis athi sekumawilis sesivala manje sesambona ngoba ama customer amlindile ngapha sisho sesivala la uMawilis okay Mr Mawilis sesabona uthi no manje busy usithanda ukuthini ku the community ukuthi support nje ubeze wakho support uthanda ukuthini
community lesithanda ngeke support kakhulu isipha manje bathola indawo ayisi ngalendlela nje nangelahle ngisho yazabalandela izinto lezi yeah I lesa abantu abamnyama uyazi check lesoma lokuthenga kuba right ngabe nje ba right akubona ukuthi so imali
manje wena buzama ukuthi no bangayithatheli phansi ngapha
bangayithatheli abeze bazosupporta yena mina senze ukuthi right ukuthi asivalele indawo yasakhela amabhizinisi wethu abe right sokwazi ukuthi kubeke swabhadala manje sesibhadalela nejimbo
yeah no awuthisisivala ngoba sesabona sofikiwe lana
ngenzeka ukuthi mhlawumbe bazokuselela naye nesikontiri ke banguruzela ngathatha isikontiri sami basibhuruza ngisaba nesikontiri and beyihle ecaleni bayiwisa atshele ukuthi bashobo usakhela lokho namanje manje lesikontiri siyangwarisa
no mistake I believe message wakho njengoba ukhulumile so abantu abaningi bawubona laba khona those one abangakhona ukunceda contact you amanamba laba ngafonela khona
071
366 90 Amtita ulebe zamba lezo if you feel that there's something that you want to do for you or to grow your business like or to offer any help. So thina sithi TALITHA CUMI sivala kanjalo sithi sayohlala kamnandi phela manje sifike. Then nawe lapha ekhaya ngathi ungeza uzosijoyina noma sesivala lapho sithi no.
Hayi mzala. Kuzo zonke indawo angiletha la.
Ndoda.
Stadium.
Bekumele. Namuhla bekumele vele ngilibone iqiniso. Mina ngikhathele mfethu.
Iqiniso lani ngoba unenyawo zaka left izoyi2.
Wena ngeke uyiunderstand lento. Lalela, mina ibhola ngiyacala ukulibukela so empilweni yami yonke. Ngiyacala. Ngihlala ngililalela emsakazweni kuphela. Enemaye lapha ngikhona ukuthola ukuthi kusuke kudlala i-netball or kwenzekani ngoba mawulalela emsakazweni na into enginokuyizwa uyalibamba uyitumela ngikune ma uyaliphonsa ibhola liphezulu emoyeni ma ulinikeza uSimphiwe Shabalala uyalibamba uSimphiwe Shabalala ulinikeza uPhaka ma uyalibamba uPhaka ma ulinikeza uKhama Billiard bonke balibamba
ayikhona
ama handsball angaka yini so ngithi ngcono ngizoyibona lento eyenzekayo la ukuthi ureferee akawaboni yini lama handsball and or vane balibamba vele but up to so far so basalkhathela baliheda kuphela
that's why ungilethela la
yiyo lento yenza ukuthi ngithi
yazi ngidla ama carrots ayingaki mara ngeviki uzongibukela isinyala lebhola ungilethela inyala lendawo yonke into inyala phela le la
kanti wena ama carrots wadleleni
wadlela ukugeza amazinyo wadlela ukugeza amehlo
namazinyo
all of the above
okay
yeah
so Brian manje sengibonile lento bengifuna ukuyibona angiboni umuntu obamba ibhola la
cabanga ngizomusha
sesingaya ke la wena ufuna ukuthi uye khona
ngizomusha medical aid yami yokuthenga ama carrots lethi uzokubukela inyala
Asambe
ye wena bra wami yazi abangani abanjengawo angizidingi izitha manginabangani abanjengawo
asambe bra yami siye la ufuna ukuthi siye khona
you are my friend my enemy for real man yazi
Hamboza
tingvaye yazi medical aid yami yase momentum yama carrots tingvaye usale kahle
siphelela amaphilikini
bukelele nyala lebhola ngithi nyala le ndawo yonke inyala nyala lehlahla nyala
ngizokuphelela amaphilikini baba
Sesifikile ke bafethu la ngabinde crescent stand number 3685 la ile ndoda khona iyakhala ikhala kumqashi awuthi singene sibabo Sanibona mama.
Yebo.
Ninjani?
Saphila.
Sifikile thina baba uhamba ngithi usibhalele wasela ukuthi unenkinga ngomqashi wakho. Yini inkinga?
Ngiyakhumbula umqashi wami umfananya nomncane.
Yes ma'am.
Oqala abadala. Kwesibili ufaka abafazi bayarasa sho ukuthi noma babhizi into zabo ngapha ukhala angisazi ukuthi ngi-explain ngithini kubantwana uyangishela ungenza intangakhe bakazochitha amanzi la uphuma ngejoki uthi ngithini bafazana injeleni cabangani manje ngibhalele nina ukuthi ngicela ningedeni ningibizeleni yena ukuthi uhamba nini
Bahlahla samfuno nala.
angisamfuni ngikhathele ukhohlakela kubi khohlakela kokuqala angisamfuni madoda
Bhatala late.
kwesinye isikhathi akabhatali
Total. Uke wazama ukukhuluma naye before uzobiza thina.
ngikhulumile ngikhathela hlala la 8 years ngimphatha kahle
Nabo my sister bayakhala bathi bashela.
Bashela konke ngimdala mangaka akangiboni cabanga shela abantwana abangaka ngitsheleni
Isikhathele chef. Limit yokushela umfana omncane.
So
awantwana ingedeni uphuma nini
Na
nami ingedeni buya Aaron solela ngapha Aaron
Yebo mama.
ubhalele ukuthi
Kunjani bhuti wami? Shap igama lami uthi usisivela kwaba uhamba nini show yethu uhamba nini so silonto complain la kumama umama uyakhala ngoyo Brian uthi una 8 years uhlala la bhatala late
Hawu.
ungenza amantombazana
Yeba.
uthi amanzi ugqoka isikhindi so i-question mama futhi ukubuza ukuthi uhamba nini la kakhe
Cha mina uyazi ukuthi lana mina ngeke ngikhona ukuhamba wena uyazi. Yima kancane sik. Into kuqala yazi umama nakathi mina rent ngibhadala late. Angiholi nami ngesikhathi mfowethu ukuthi uyangithola wena kumama. Lena kose kulungina isimncenye ukuthi asinikeze imali. And umama uyayazi inkinga leni ngani. Ngimcela ukuthi mara ngitime mama. Ngicela ungibekezelele. Namanje ngibhadalile ngani. Kodwa leyo kuhamba wena mfowethu angivuma ngeke ngikhona ukuhamba.
Okay, asenze so Aaron ngizizile ushela ushevu ukuthi because ufuna ama 10 rand no master ngimshela abantu bakhe
Ayishima 10 rand kuphela. Bona bayangitshela wena mfowethu bathi Aaron isicela ukuwashela Aaron isicela usinikeze imali.
Yini nasibasha Aaron
Uthini ke mina mfowethu nabasho kanjani? Yiko bona bafuna wayena naye umama naye. Uya-offer ukuthi angiwashele. Bese uthi hayi uzabona ukuthi mina ngibonga kanjani. Ngenze njani njengendoda mfowethu? Khona manje naku-ke ngoba sezamcakala bafuna imali amasavana bathi mina ngibhadala late ngibhadala kancane. Why bakhetha ukuza namuhla wona mfowethu bathi angibhadali mahambele. Angihambi mina la mfowethu. Ngithi mina la mfungu ngilalele kahle mfungu ngithi ngizawuphuma ngebhokisi. Sesiyabuswa ekhaya mfethu ngize la eMiddelburg ngomsebenzi.
ubuyelele emandebeleni Aaron ubuyelele
Aaron shuthi angesikhombisa organize le abantu ayithathe kusekhaya nje into za fasting yakhe
Bona ungathoba nalo mama nabo soyangicosha mthi.
then now
Nini nizolungisa mfoka nini nizoyilungisa?
thina questions was uhamba nini because umama ubhalele thina walothi complain athi wena wenza zonke into ezibalayo uyataka ufika amantombazana uyashela abangani bakhe la okwashela umuntu esifazana uhlangana naye yethu sithathe abafazi
Kuqala ngilalele. Abayeke ukungicela imali. Abayeke ukungicela imali ngeke bashe. Akukhamba khona mfoka. Ngishaya phansi la nyawo namuhla. Akukho la ngiyakhona. Imali yami sekayisuthi-ke umama ke for 8 years.
uyangithuka Aaron ngithuka kakhulu Aaron uhamba nini
Angikhulume nomnikazi wenu. Yema. Ithi ngikutshele lento le uyizwe endlebe yizwe. Akukho la ngiyakhona.
Aaron
Akungona ubuye uJesu ke kube nguJesu uzangikhipha.
ufile ngiyacala masho njalo awungiyeke ngikhona
Kodwa amangazi nami labantu bakubizele bamushele nje isikhathi. Basusa khona.
Sifuna imali.
Akukho la ngithi ngiyakhona ke.
Okay asenze so siyabona le issue lesengaphi amandla ami then I'll have to call someone base so uzonginceda masinya lento lezo mbako
Ngiyambiza mfuna ngambiza ngimele.
Oje yithi ha oyisithi ha uhamba nini go
Go now. Go now.
Ngizahamba mama zala ngishiye ngithole yami. Sizangilethela yona mama.
Ngithanda ukubonga ebakuhamba yini bakhona ukunginceda basise nomqashi wami akangihlupha for 8 years. Ngibonga kakhulu bakuhamba yina. Ngicela ngiqhubeke ngincede nabanye phambili. Ngiyabonga.
Bonga thixo. Shosho bafethu sizileke samnceda usesi wethu yonke into right. Nawe lapha ekhaya if ever unenkinga any problem hlusha umastandi uhlusha umqashi uhlusha umuntu osebenzelayo anything for lathi nabaka uhamba nisiphalele yonke into izoba right. Uhamba nini? Cheers bafethu. Hey. Zokuletha awudlaya wena. Yimi nashingele ngele. Anitanga machimba. Hey. Sathana. Nangu mbalekeni ukuku sinayela. Ngimphethe. Simkakatele ukuthi vezwa. Nangu la. Hey wena Sathana. Aman ukwiwe. Mina gugula. Ngiyikidnapile wena man. Anitani matimba wena. Ile buku. Ay. Ngitawuphela. Wenza ukuthi uyazidona ingwaza kuyeka masilela. Esitolo apha mfana ngithi awezwa. Sifuna ama-chips wamatapuka. And wenza sho ukuthi wami ne bangafaki ase bekhiphe ase. Khuluma naye sithemba. Thina. Mina bana periperi but. Mina bana periperi. Uma periperi beningi bayitsonganyana but. Tambula gugu ndambubani chaya mina.
Mama chief? Yes. Tell me chief, man. I'm not trying to please for me. I'm not anytime. I'm not even going to eat you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Hey, Chef.
Hey, nilabana finika la. Nukzalila nilabi pere tsonga ma. Ulabayini buti. Wakuthi asayini mfana ngitha. Uyikhiphe afuna asenga. Futhi bazokwabelwa mina la. Nawu litswayi lo ngithela. Hayi kakhulu kancane buti. Ya, lokho ukuthi sizwane mina.
Ya, ngithele konke.
Hey. Mina abanyama la buti. Mina abanyama labankuku lapha amathole buti.
Chicken dusty. Emathole.
Hayi. Ngibekhe nyama mfana ngitha yas. Ya. Ngoba ngibafaka into zakhona. Akunawe phela bafaka into zakhona. Hey. Ubuzele mfana wangwenya urini la bantu zakhona lapho lemkuku. Yamujani muphe mina edawusa wena. Ayifaka beef stock. Na beef stock la. Ya. Ya.
Okay. Ay.
Hey, wena. Ile la bakuwena buti. Ana bakuba le 10 minutes.
Ya, sengiyitholile ke inyama. Ama chips. Enhle ngifuna inyama ngipakethe ama chips madoda.
Tome umaleka wena.
Hello. Guys, it's getting late. It's not going to book chips. Oh, I'm gone. How you guys give you toilet and
Mina ngina peri chicken la chicken dati amathole buthi. Yela. Yawe, yana ko bana. Atopi khulu la wena. Phela buthi la wena yena ntsika yo. Nankango. Kale asheni. Ayi ngoba fast la peri chicken. Wetho peri chicken. Wetho. Abuthi. Ulabayi. Uyaqamba ubuzalile nga peri chicken. Ah buthi. Bawukusita sopa. Yimi mina ubuzalile nga peri chicken ngamzela ama chips.
Kaya girlfriend wa wena, girlfriend wa wena, famba mina na khipha wa wena. Mati kula. Mati kula.
Greetings and welcome to TALITHA CUMI FM. This is a free Chinese sports show, and in today's show we're gonna be talking about it's that one show, that special one show, the Coach's Corner. The Coach's Corner, where we will be inviting a guest. It can be a fan, it can be someone that is administrating any sports, any sporting codes for that matter. So in today's exclusive show, we have one of the legends from Middleburg, from a small town called Middleburg, but a very huge legend in his sporting codes. I don't want to share more and give you more about who am I having here in today's show. But all I can say is just tune in and we're gonna have a blast. Okay, you can like our Facebook page at TALITHA CUMI News Report, where you can find everything and anything that has to do with TALITHA CUMI media in general. And for you to be able to listen to this podcast, you can go straight and follow the link where you can listen to Spotify and so forth. Yes, now without wasting any more of your time, let me just get straight to it. Today it's all about punches. That's the second hint. It's all about punches. It's all about TKOs. I'm having none other than one of the legends, and I don't want to give it all out. As the tradition of the show and tradition of TALITHA CUMI FM in general, I would like my guest to greet you listeners at home. Over to you.
Thank you for having me on your show. Lovely evening. Greetings to all the listeners at large. My name is Abraham Lubisi. I'm now doing sports of boxing as a trainer manager and a promoter on the side. I've been in boxing, is now 26 years in boxing. I started boxing myself at the age of 7 years, and not knowing that boxing will take me far into places, of which I obtained some titles in boxing. And at the current moment, as I've just mentioned, that I'm a trainer manager.
Yes.
I've got boxers in my gym.
Yes.
With the professionals,
Yes.
Number of 17 professional fighters and 53 development boxers. So that's what I'm doing.
Mr. Lubisi, just hold that thought. Me and you have to share with the listeners at home. So you don't have to just give it all out to them. I want them to just stay tuned so that they can be a part of the show. You understand? Now take us back to you joining boxing. What really inspired you to join boxing? I mean, you could have done any other things like being an athlete or played soccer, because soccer was one of the, I think that time was one of the most favorable sports around. So why did you choose boxing?
To be honest,
yes.
I also started playing soccer as a youngster of the town.
That's
Every black child will start there.
Yeah.
And during the evenings, that's where people of boxing were starting to train boxing.
Yes.
So I will follow one of my neighbor back then, whom we used to go to the gym with my dad. There was an old hall called Ebarin in an old hostel that was there before.
Okay.
So I went there not knowing that boxing will take me somewhere. So when I got there, being one of these young boy that was growing, I thought I was just hitting the bag, playing there, having fun. But at the end of the day, they took me to the ring because they thought what I have was better for them to take me to the gym, and so I can realize my career. So I went to the ring, and on my first fight, I won the trophy. And when I come back from that first fight,
hold on.
Love of this.
Yeah, no, hold on. Your first fight, you mean your general fight as an amateur?
As an amateur.
As an amateur.
Yes.
Okay, your first fight as an amateur.
Yes,
so was it like more the school type of a maybe fight whereby it was organized by school, or was it organized by maybe the promoters around?
Yeah, it was basically organized by the mine called Mine back then. Yeah.
Okay.
So there were juniors that were also competing. They coming with the teams that were there.
Yeah.
So they got me one guy to fight there, coming from the other gym, which by that time that guy has about 6 fights, and I was the beginner. Which I knocked him out. So they started there.
But then first time getting into the ring, take us through that.
For me, it was in fear, as some people will tell you that first time getting to the ring, you'll feel a bit scared. But for me, it was a happiness because I wanted to show the elders that were training me that whatever they've been doing, I can do better than them. So it was a good fun for me. I enjoyed that fight. I still remember that fight because it's a fight that took me where I am now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now fast forward. Fast forward now, everyone knows that you are a fighter. Everyone can recognize that you are a good fighter. You have won fights, and now you're moving on to the pro side. I think the years was if I'm not mistaken, 1995.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
When you moved to the professional side.
Yeah,
now, how was the atmosphere then? Because I think we are still under, South African apartheid, and it was just washing off where people will start now getting more chances. How were chances then of you becoming a fighter?
During those days, boxing was boxing, and everybody would follow boxing. Boxing was famous, was popular. And as a professional fighter, when you come to professional rank, at those days, you start thinking that am I ready to be a professional fighter? Because you've been seeing people on TV. When you get there, you know you will face those people.
Yes.
So competition-wise, boxing was busy because we used to have some of the guys that were coming in and putting more money in boxing.
Yes.
So it was busy. So I remember my first fight was in 1995, as you just mentioned.
Yes.
If I still remember, I was fighting a guy called Moses Malebia, of which when I get there, he also had 2 professional fights. And I was doing my first professional fight. And we fought very well, but the fight was declared draw, of which we end up fighting twice. On our career, we even when I won my Transvaal title, I won my Transvaal title fighting with him against him. So for me, at those days, I really enjoyed boxing. And as I just mentioned earlier before, I wish people can come up in boxing and come and plant mine in boxing, so they can take boxing the way it was before.
Okay. I know the likes of Baby Take Matala, the Rose of Sowetos and what. So what was your name? The boxing name? They call it the stage name. What was your stage name?
You see, when you boxing, you tend to have a lot of names.
Okay.
You tend to have a lot.
Which one of them was becoming the favorite? The favorite from people? Maybe Mr. Punching Hard or whatever. But which one that maybe some of your fans can still recall? How this person that is on that show now is Mr. Lubisi Loyamos. Now maybe I knew him. Your nickname like
the Hammer.
Oh, the Hammer.
So name is still in my head.
Yeah, the Hammer.
Yeah, that was a good nickname I used to like because I had a strong right hand.
Yeah, you used to hammer them.
Exactly.
Okay, now what made you different from the other guys, which were also maybe part of the boxing club that you were at that time? What made you stood up as you became a professional and move on and so on? I think you have found other guys that were still there and were boxers, were professional boxers, but you ended up surpassing them, maybe moving the ladder a bit higher than them. What made you so special?
Look, when you're doing boxing, you have to concentrate of what you're doing, from the gym to the ring, whatever you're doing, you have to focus, because boxing needs a lot of focus and you need to adhere whatever is needed in boxing.
Yes.
So I used to be a hard trainer. I would say without me training hard, maybe I should have won some of the fights. But due to hard training, I managed to win a fight. Look, boxing is a tough sport. You need to be at your A game before you jump into the ring. So I used to prepare myself 150% and make sure that my mind is on that fight. I will study a fighter sometimes I won't even study a fighter. I will tell myself that they should worry about me, not worry about them. What I must worry of is me training hard and knowing very well that I will fight until the last fight. That's all.
If I can recall, you can correct me if I'm wrong, you had 3 professional fights.
Correct.
And you had 16 wins and 15 losses and 2 draws.
Yes,
so now take us back and which one of the fights was the highlight of your career?
A few fights. When I fight locally when I fight against Silence Mabuza, which was a nice fight for me. We fought very well in Silence, which was my fight at the moment. And then internationally when I fight for the WBA with the Hall of Fame in Samson Shashawan.
Remember your highlight of Sochi, the highlight of the best fight ever. Now, this is the highest opponent ever, or unbeaten fair square. Did you have that person or it was just points, games, and what? But you still have someone that you can still record and say it was a high.
To be honest, I wouldn't say coding and figure. Man prepared for fight. The only fight in my team, I was prepared, but when I'm around I started feeling good now. I'm getting hit somewhere. You will fight the international, some sort of situation. But locally, I'm fighting one with the local. I had myself to play because I'm fighting. I was not prepared. I took the fight because of England, which was not fair for my fight. So I'm fighting in one prepared. I fought good boxers, but I couldn't feel them because I was well prepared. Remember, when you prepare to turn your body to a weapon, so you don't feel anything of wild or anything of the The only thing you want off is to win, that's all. So I wouldn't say in good fighting very much, except the one I fought overseas.
Now let's focus on your achievements. What you have achieved as a boxer. You say you want to share with people that you didn't know.
Yeah, no, honestly, boxing achieved because I'm a family member. A lot of the stuff I'm saying, any Torah, I'm saving this forever. He says any Torah from good sports of boxing. So, achievement, achieve a lot. I'm a title saying I achieve. I'm a former champion of my divisions. So I've achieved a lot. Boxing insane life in look at myself now. I still look like that. So I ain't good enough today when we look at them. So maybe they should have took his sport. If they should have took his sport back then, they must say, alright. So boxing ain't safe and doing anything. So I will encourage. I'm a parent to encourage to take up the sport because food anything. You even become a Christian because of his sport. So where's respecting people? Because you start by respecting yourself, then you end up respecting anybody.
Okay, today you brought us something. For those that are listening at home, recently we brought us something, some trophies. But fortunately enough, for those that are watching, they can be able to see his souvenirs. Now, isn't there any trophy, special trophy that we have brought us today that links your testimony when we have achieved it? Is there any other trophy that will hold for today?
Yeah, there are a lot of trophies. In fact, the Mfune Uza, Namacho for my best trophy, which my mother as a guy. Now I am Sakaka, she upon allowing out in now to my house. But the rest, I'm over money. I think I have about 100 trophies if I can mention. This is a few of them. So, apart from all the trophies, I think it's this one. This one I won it in 1993 in the Wahom show, which was the best boxer of the day. This one. Apart from Lava Money, I'm the best boxer of the day in America and so on and so on. I'm a floating trophy which I have. So these are a few of them.
Yes. Now moving on now. And I'm sure you have kids.
Yes, 3 of them.
Is there any particular kid that is charged at this point?
Two of them are doing boxing. The other one is 12 years of age. Una 8 fight, 8 win. And then the other one is the one that is known locally. He's a professional boxer.
You know what? Hold on. Can we get this in order? Yes. Can you bring it over to the show? Can you join us another please? Can you join us to our show? You can just sit here and something. You were saying about him. I just want you to tell us more about him. What makes him now, especially in boxing now?
He pushed himself to become where he is. I only motivated him and trained him. But as I've said, mentioned earlier before, boxing it must be on your heart. So he fought 33 amateur fight, which he won all of them. Then he's a professional boxer. With 5 fights, he just lost his recent fight at Embarrass Paris against a very good boxer, who's now Africa champion, who's an APU champion. So he lost to him, hopefully, because boxing doesn't end. Maybe in future he will meet again. So he just had to give him some few fights again and see how he copes from his loss. So he's doing well at the moment.
And then let's get you into the mind. Can you just tell us now how do you feel that you are actually a professional boxer?
Greetings to all the listeners.
Yes.
This is Mendo Lisi.
Yes.
I'm a boxer. Started boxing at the age of 12.
Yes.
I'm from a boxing family.
Yeah. So, this is all time. Like, do you feel that you surpass over enough in the corner when you be international, like you know? But those days, I believe the platforms were for our number were not given that much. But for you guys, since the platform, they were not bigger much. We have to find out Mayweather. What do you think about it? Do you think that are you passionate enough to take boxing to that level?
Yes, I'm very much passionate.
Yeah.
I want to see myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to change in the races.
Yes.
You know, see what you want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully get there.
Yeah. Okay, what's your style of boxer? Because I like the tree. What's your style of
I'm not orthodox.
Oh, yeah, not orthodox. Okay. No, I wish you the best of luck. You know, after the fight, I know there was a fight that was supposed it was a fight that was supposed to take place due to COVID-19 and the lockdown and stuff. It just cancelled. And I wish when it comes back, then you can be able to go again and then showcase your talents. From us here at the FM, we wish you the best of luck. Yeah, now back to you, Mr. Busy. I think you are also busy. You are also busy with the development. And it's part of the development. Now move on. From what issue from which issue you have now? From 6, from 7, or from what age?
We have boxers here at the gym. The ones that we take from 7 years. Because we want to make sure that when they get to the at least they develop better. So at the age of 7 years we start taking the hands. So as I just mentioned earlier, with that boy that we already developed here, it's not the only one. We developed about undefeated boxers who are training at this gym. We've got about 28 undefeated fighters, which all of them, they have more than 10 fights. So we've got only one now that is here to watch. Yes. With the name of Lumi Mbezani. He's an undefeated fighter with more than 20 fights. So it tells you where is he going.
Yeah, look at them. Can you get you closer to the mic and just hear the voice? Funny to Jan. Yeah, well, this is not Jan, a boxer. Why would you in cricket or like? Why did you choose the boxing?
I think that was one of boxing.
Yes.
Boxing taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Discipline.
Yes.
And total respect.
Yeah. So you are also part of the boxing class, yes? Okay. So when I was born going forward in boxing?
I see myself a world champion.
Okay. That's nice. Yes. We wish you the very best of luck and to the entire and the discipline and everything will just fall into the right place. Okay, fine.
Right. But because of the passion that I have in the sport, because of what I've seen that the sport did to me, and the name that this sport did for Bumana, I wanted to raise it and then keep it going. So we are pleading outside there for people to come in board and give us a help policy so that the sports can carry on. Look, we've been promoting the sport, but we couldn't make an event. Professional event, any professional event around here due to lack of funding. So I've approached a lot of people, even the municipality in Nelspruit. I went there several times, put in my proposal, but things couldn't happen. So we are looking forward to host that magnificent show around here. We want the show to happen where our boxers, we've got a great boxer with the name of Sensitori, who's qualified to fight for any title. We want him to be featured and fight for a title here. So we are looking forward. Future plans is to get these boys going. We want to make creams of Bumana. Yes. We want to produce more world champions in this gym. Yes. If in the coming 5 years, if we can have our first world champion within this province, we'll be happy. Yeah, we'll be happy because we're already next to that level. So we just need the support from the entire Bumana people.
Alright, as I'm about to close my show, I'd like to thank Mr. Lubisi for welcoming me and our crew in his gym at the Riabota Lubisi Boxing Gym. And I'd like to also thank you listeners for tuning in throughout the show. And for you to be able to listen to this podcast, you can go to our Facebook page. It's at TALITHA CUMI News Report, where you can follow the link and just listen via Spotify. And also for those that want to see the visual and see the gym and how it was set up for this show, and they can be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's at TALITHA CUMI News Report as well. And then I want to thank you again, Mr. BC, and thanking the boys as well with Anele and also Lule. And I wish you the very best of luck with the gym, with your future plans with them, and I'm definitely sure that they are in good hands, because I can tell from the way you are passionate about the sport, and Middleburg and Mpumalanga large is blessed to have a person like you around here. And on that note, I'd like to say, guys, it's me, Murango Wahamadi, your sport podcaster, and I'm out. Virgin Sport Show!
My way, yes, is smatter complicated. Itiala, Lashis, independence. Sigo hapa, sinalaka. Drama.
Whoa, with me now. Nguza okufuna yo makshata wena. At your wedding.
Yes, kuna mshaka wangu. Kwenye nalo, makoto. itiya lami yashisa sinazo kufika nje tukubika kuthina isikwa ngapha ngilama condense iphila part This is what happens. Usually, I just no, it's fine. Well, I'm flying. When's the guy going to take my way, Baba? Yeah. Nah, man. Bega, Baba. Bega. Fresh pan with butter on the corner, cheese, lettuce, and a patty, guacamole, and a slice of tomato and onion. Yeah, Baba. No shot. I mean, some shot. But each one of us need a bit bigger. What you want? Ampanelawa muta mnani hapo. Ayo tadi deh. What di depan? Landas. Lah begini. Berapa Jepang ni? Berapa Namibia? Berapa Italy? Berapa Wales? Berapa England? Berapa Manggisi? Berapa Manggisi? Who's next? Who's next? You got to cool again. You guys bang this off. That's Sanga Kauda. But yeah, is those Kauda. Pagani. Saga na saga. Aba mo sa taga yung wala kasi meron bang kala naman to. Nungkakaja. Next plus me. Next highway is very bosh. Highway is kapula. Wala siya nang manyano primary school. Ina ba ina yung gutin niya pang kani. That's the problem. Sina si ko si baba. Aba fana buksulan to. Yung who's next? Wala ni Jelen para seka. Yamana sila mapani. Sikakata na muzuana shutis bokoko. Kwa ngikwa. Kinga ngikwa. Wisi mama sila fana ba shaba fana ba. Dito sa seko useful man. Tina sazana amakabu azana inkanfana. Amakabu wanenza. Wanitrapa. Sake bulunja baba. Wanamende uhambe ekhaya ufike ucabanga ukuthi ufuna ufavor ini phakathi kwe-Kaizer Chiefs namakhosi. Ukhethe bonke konje nidlala ni-final. This level ngithathale. Yes. Okay ngizobeqedile ngabangani. Yasibanje ngicabanga. Ngicabanga ukuthi inkosi elikhulu lisala. Ngizobeqedile ngabangani. Ngizobeqedile ngabangani. Ufuna thina manje. Mina ngeke yazi ngicabanga i-Kaizer Chiefs sengifuna ukubatshayela indlela ibonke njengoba nidlala i-final. Futhi abana goalkeeper. Chiefs bese Azanyelo, ubito wazamele. Uphi? Ibanganya lizwi. Ubheke nina musinokhala ukuthi nokhala ukuthi ukhamba makhosi. Khamba wena zen. Khamba wena fleck. Samba wena. Dawula wena zen. Sik. Okay.
Hi everybody, welcome to our show. Uhamba nini? Sila imithlebet namuhla ePetrol. Isirak sinenkinga lana ubaba usimayo nenkinga with taxi driver. Kuba kakhulu vila wonke labathi driver wakhe. Ufuna ukuthi ahambe ngoba akafuni ukuhamba. So akalethi checking uyamsuka uthola into emele uzithole ekareni yakhe. So namuhla siyabangena eIrak siyobona ukuthi skipani kamela ngimofi. Asambe siyobona skipani namuhla skipani. Ninjani? Nathi nimoshekele kakhulu lana. Ngiyafuna manje ufuna ukusibayoni. Umuntu baba so umfishanyana onama 20 manga right manga 20 manga. Lingana lapha umzimanyana ntimenyana solo. Oya, yeah. Yeah. Oh ya kuno ngifuna naye wabe. Yeah. Oh ya ngiyabona. Ngifuna sebelief mana ngathi ufuna ukuphi. Hey, ungasenza sisona business. Mali phambili ngale. Ya ngale ngale ya. Yes vele. Yayizo kuba ngale ngale ba. Ngiyanduma ngifaka. Ah, ungazombona lapho. Bela bona kanti. Yeah. Yabona kakhulu. Right, that's one more. Umuntu manje ngiyabona ukushayana so ngiyabona nabo. Yeah. Now, uya kakhulu kana banokuthi. Uya ngibona. Kuna kila hichi laba ukuthi uhamba nini uthemba ukuthi lenkinga le-driver wakho ongakusebenzeli kahle sifikile namuhla la Iraq sifuna lo taxi driver sombuzo uhamba la something sifuna lo zambia yasimfunela usana asabe so yena siyafuna lo into ayekho ukuthi imali yakho ngeke imali asifuna usana lo ngikhulume naye ngimtshela ngikhulume naye so ngeke sidabana nini ngoma just stupid no
TALITHA CUMI TV uhamba nisho ukuthi kalebile kakhulu abantu driver wami sakhulumisana so ngithanda ubona le crew siberekisana kakhulu kahle so ngithi thanks abafethu bisizana nabo sabonga kakhulu ngisho ngibonga umbereko omuhle
Funa imishini lebantu mangwa izulu bantu mangwa kimfana futhi bakipe moves shimana ngabe mashaya standile Hello, Bandume. Yebo. Mfana msuthu. Mshawe nimfana futhi bantu babheka umuzi. Wena wafana. Usabe njala kwena. Hawa na mhlobo akhe yawo. Thatha ufana. Ngikhuluma ngalime. Ifuni yakhe mfana. Kala stili umuntu afuna. Kathi ebelithe mina manje umuntu uyasuka efuna ngifakazi manje. Bhaki yafana izintwana lupho uzomfuna ukufungilele lami. Kathi belithe la. Simphupha manje sembona manje. Ubefuthu mina nje ngizodwa ngikhwishisa zodwa ngibhishana. Vele umfana impintsho umgahlele ngempintsho ufuna lo. Ubefuthu ngempela. Sikolele ngimshona ukuthi sifunja abazulu ya ekhaya hayi umfana futhi imina usa Mantume kina lapho ngithayihle mina ngibona ukuthi umuntu kushaja thinda ebusuku inshallah sifunja abazulu ngina ntakamba takumba dona yabo abisha tamina klana impela inkosi Bukan simpel inkosi ngisehlala nyani ngwana. Hayibo. Mantume, ufunani? Ufunani? Hawu, kusiyang. Yebo. Thetha mfana. Ngitame base. Ufuqani bese. Mshana umuntu. Lo. Ufuqani impela kwenasi. Funga konke ukukhunga lomzila kaMashwa umuntu. Funani ebusungilele, funani? Hawu kusiyang. Mus, lela mshana. Ngikholwa kayime.
Baba ubuye mahala fatshe. Ge o sna selo le sente.
Yote nto engisiza yote angimfuni manje ngilane ngoba unginike inkinga mfana ngisoka abantu bethu abantu impela ngezwe manje namakanda amasuke yini sokuqala mfana usha bafana amabhili umuntu la
Give me call back. Please call, Ngadi. Please call. Please call. Anfa. Please call. Thousand. Emra lisule man. Lisule kasi Ngadi. Kudila mama la please call. Please call. Ngadi. Angka Ngadi na to Ngadi. Puta mazulu. Awa. Tendela ndaka muga. Awa.
Uhlala ngikhophela ubudlwana and emdala unamade ngihlala imtshela ukuthi angimfuni selokho understand manje singadlula ngikho umuntu uyangivimba angikazi ukuthi ngicela ukukhulumela naye
ubani lo
umuntu ehlala lapha ezindala njani
wena
angimfuni ya
uhlupha wena
ya uyangihlupha ngicela ukuthi ngizolvela yena
uhlupha lapha yena manje
lapha khoneni
kuphi khona
la
ngombe mani kuphi
la yazi ukuthi lokho uyangibona nje emdala unomkhaba angazi ukuthi ufunani kahle kahle ngibona manje ukuthi nginjani angazi ukuthi ufunani nje ngicela ukukhuluma
asap la Wala! Yaman! Usa ba? Hey, no banda. Hey, banda sunta sa kafula na. Yaman. Ubana. Ya. Bo nguwe. Yona ndumfweni. Wenza njani ngawo?
Ukhuluma lo. Nami
Futhi la ndumfweni.
Angisho ngikhuluma.
Ufha yini? Shova manje shova.
Khuluma naye.
Jama, sindi. Shova unene swami. Angini usaba. Noma hambe. Sikudza sethu zinokufa. Hayi yamhluka. Opana! Hey! Mama!
Kolsam. Awukazi. Yazi ngisketch. Ithi ngivaye bra wami.
Kuba kudala iyasile.
Hayi, ngidli ngeso. Ngidli bisi ngeforoko. Sketch. Be careful ngabafasi. Sketch. Fana sekhaya uwe. Ngawari ngizokupsychologize.
Mara ipapa nebisi is the best.
Ngizokupsychologize.
Taphuma ngomnyango esikoleni. Taphuma ngomnyango esikoleni. Okay, prove it. Saturday namuhla ne? Yeah. Ucela ungisipelele uSaturday.
Sibhayele masinya mkekhaya. SARRTUGAY. Yes. Yes, my friend.
Ngiyamhlupha lo mfasi. Ngiyasanda.
Ngiyafasa la ufonta la.
Khuluma. Hayi mara ungahleki. Uyahleka lokuzayo. Background ungahleki.
To show that you went to school.
Yeah.
Can you spell this name? Saturday.
STUDAY. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, your friend is jumping. Your friend is jumping. Are you sure? I'm not sure. Sure. Yes.
Yabona interesting. Ibuzi interesting ngokani.
Okay. Manje wangisipelele uSaturday.
S A
Phezulu khulumela phezulu nyani.
SATURDAY.
Okay. Wednesday.
WETSDAY.
WEDS. Okay. It's Saturday today, ne? Sure. Can you spell Saturday?
SARTU.
Nice. They're like a small change.
Saturday. Yeah.
SATURDAYS.
S1 baby.
Oh boy. Okay. It is salagi. It is salagi. Now this is a man. I see it's aspect Thursday.
THURDAY.
SDA1. Zumba.
Go TV, bro.
Ah, Fargo TV, bro. Yeah.
Feito chapente que verenga, kinyo enfeito ngalebo, verga bona nina segitiri go TV, ngomfusta. Itosha kwa prawa.
Utolsha pa praia. Le chap is S. Sadi S.
A S A E yeah D Y DAY
DAY. Mhloka khaijedi ya gago.
Khuluma yami nawe manje. Yeah. Khuluma speak camera. Kumele sikhulume nabantu phela. Into zami lezi. Okay. Hayi mara nawe. Thursday for what now? Thursday uthi you are what kwaze kwaphela ekugcineni.
It's too much.
Yeah, man, come on mnyango.
Wednesday.
Director ngibani phone go. Director ngibani phone go. Director ngibani phone go. Kumema mnyango. Mara yazi nomuntu ofunza kuyayi nayo yakho. Njani umuntu ongikhumbuzayo. Bathi ngiyangumbuza. Indaba zakhe zithi.
Ngoma kulukana. Dawa siphile nathi right. Hey. Jangan tolong dia telefon spema. Hampan makin. Fala keiti. Akalo sunya le. Nakalo jangan kamu se. Esperamo keiti. Asut. Atelo. Aku chuzo fala. Kazi. Uchuzo. Mutwala. Uchuzo fala. Kazi. Uchuzo fula. Kazi. Mutwala. Mutwala. Kazi. Mwaneshwan. Urimfu. Aku humuju vunjwa di laisi. Kipona roje. Kinjo na che unja. Di laisi puti, laisi. Chipi, bona le prefera na shi. Aputi ke putata ndo. Ntonya leki, lo bapala le marawa. Kasi ki pizza to sa marawa man. Khanti ukhuma gona wetsa ke ntonya. Ki pizza man nande, ki pizza man na ke bo thulwa na man. Babu cheti na matsanisi. Gamo ke ena. Ke bona le matlatso wana shwa. Kwa kaza. Kazi. Taija kazi. Lena ufulisingi kazi. Tabu la skumane. Umbucha kadi lice. Shina na wafe kama na kumona. Taija kazi. Uswele ngwemo. Ara kasi simufundisi. Swara nkazi. Kazi. Suri magadi ba ujibu ba fa. Akacheke cha moto. Kachiki cha moto che. Kazi. Uswele emuna kazi. Kimtia kale he. Kama nje kabla mle he yama. Plaza. Stop singing. Just staba chao che. Taija kazi. Tiaga. Wala je pingana, wala na limtonya ne la foi chela ka ga yo ka. Kama nje muna kazi. Chela wena. Ana, vos plaganya, nun tlhokomele ke splaganya. Ba re ke go sulo. Kazi. Tela je ke more ke tshwana kazi. Nyamisha ba. Khane ke kazi. Mona ke wa. Lu hufa ke lang kazi. Malekera na kaza fela di shana la le na ke chaka. Abona ijeli tishale nyalo mo kazi ni tseba kazi. Abona kazi. Kazi ma ke jo. Komela mo ga be ke jile 500 ka mo ka ifele jona mo kazi. Kazi ka mo na le ntendile ba. 500 ifele jona. O re ke mo ga di bo juje jona che. Ke mo romantic a che. Mona ga be ke romantic. Jona che ke romantic. Ke ja wana man. O my friend ke ja my friend di go o ra ba kazi. A jo ma pula jo man kazi. Se lu bang lena. Se lu ni kazi o re ke le bokisa na shila maraba o re ke di pizza. Kazi ke jona che. Ai moment. What's about king pata wa kasi. Urata maemo a go rate kasi. Sebunki. Ke tlo mfakisha ditela go le rishanela ya go. Ke more ke tshina. Rata maemo kasi. Kasi fa bana ba u German. Maemo a le rate kasi. Ngwanesho, shala le marothona ga wa sa re. Ngwanesho o fa bana ba u German. Bisala bantwana bam. Shala le di lice tsa. Kasi ne bana ba u German. Kazi liyaswabisha. Kazi liyaswabisha.
Aswabisha batho ba tswa gae. Wa go re ke jabo my friend to tamo go khanya. Di ke no tlela ke. Nani ne sela. E tswala ke.
Mshana. Mshana buka mshana shayile mshana. Sikolweni mshana.
Tala ngitile manje.
Alright mshana.
Tala ngitile manje. Tala ngitile. Hey, uyangiladelisa. Uyangiladelisa taman. Le isikhathi sike seshayile phela malume.
Mshiye mshana.
Angikwazi umshiya malume ngihamba naye seyi2. Sesiredi malume siqedile.
Yena bakho kulinda abantu mshana sukela unyaka uphelise wonke ulinda abantu wena.
Hawu yeza malume.
Alright mshana.
Hawu yes. Awuzathi kama uzofika nyamaza.
Uzofika mshana.
Uzofika malume manje.
Thembe njalo mshana. Thembe.
Ikorobela. Awu uri uze wala uplo mshana wakho lo straight.
Ungapha kamareni mshana.
Ubona kama.
Na utenga mu.
Muthu. Student. Izinja. Itroyile. Bro. Isukile kanti sesikolweni musimanje.
Emona wambona. Amukija korobela yabo tosline. Amuki mo Caspanyor Vesti. Mfana.
Mama mase esikolweni namhlanje siyavula weekend. Back to school yangu. Mfethu kwathini nkinga yakho?
Awa mana ngathi khale ke fail mona.
Nazo nje izinto ezikufelisayo.
Ikingi.
Khona manje uphethe ama briefcase, uphethe ama juice, ama earphone. Ngapha mashades, makepisi, namakosa so yini inkinga yakho?
Lapho Rube. Sikolo sangu mfowethu
empilweni. Ama family abheke kithi yini inkinga yakho na wenza so?
Mfowethu. Nataba tshija go funda nje akusaditsena. Ombona ke Caspanyor Vest. Bona mona ke se suketsana ya go tura. Ka ngula di liquidity so what? O tla ntirang ke ja go robela tosline ka mo. O tla ntirang mafana. Excellent.
Mara prayer mo wenza. Wa wenza so. Wa wenza isikole.
Emon. Gape nna ke tsena form 3.
Aksu form 3 ngikutshela nama aksu form 3
standard 8.
Yeah, kunini?
Emon ra gore ke ga 10. Akuseka form 3 gani?
Aksu form 3. Grade 10. Waqala isikole kuni wafunda impana makusay 2 room. Ina ngabanga FDP impana masay 2 room. Phansi kusangena etapeti, sanetapeti kwetapeti. Lokho ufunda impana. Ufundela komkanjela.
Yes.
Mandoza lo sekade driving school namhlanje. Mandoza ne driving school. Wena lo uyafunda. Ugiji.
Yes.
Asese strike asempana mashaya amagoli. Bambiza ngomthofu. Phansi phezulu. Hala kasha. Liyangena, liyaphuma. Lokho uyafunda.
Manhla ke ngaba meyara abatsama.
Lokho uyafunda.
Rile soka class.
Abo spoko namhlanje bayapoke emathuneni. Lokho uyafunda. Yini kani inkinga yakho?
Emora yasibela bana.
Abamcanjela kunini?
Ora gore go felletja form 3 yela.
Ngiyacela sambe sesikolweni.
No bafana, ngiyabonga bafana. Mara idla ikorobela, so ngiketheje bafana. Ora lo bafana.
Ikorobela nankinga namba asifasi ko ngiyacela. Namhlanje back to school. Judge. Watch it. Great trouser. School shoes. Nyancenga lempahla lezi eza last year. Manje ngiyaphinda nyancenga. Futhi ukuthi ngicela isigela ngibe right. Bese from there ngiyozibheka mina. Ngiyacela nje masihambise esikolweni. Ngiyacela mfethu. Ngafuna ama-ball pen akhona, ama-marking pen akhona, incwadi ngakuboleka asihambise esikolweni mfethu ngiyacela. Lento yena kushi. Iyekeleni. Sihambise esikolweni. Back to school. Hey, education is the key to success. Izwa into ngitshela
Sithoza bani nantsoko. Idla korobela. Ha.
Manje nama socks lawa soka ngenzakalani?
Caspanyor Vest bafana ke re budi ja go tua. Ya lo go mfakele parliament.
Wena bo. Wafunda nabo gwede mantashi.
Budi mona ke tsene le yona ka class.
Akuzwe inzima vavi bayakuthola bayadlula.
Beke ngwadisha homework yebo.
Desmond Tutu uyakuthola uyadlula.
Ke yena beke mongwalla mangwalo from Robben Island.
Shivambo uyakuthola
uyadlula. Balebele taikopa mafelelo bale o ruchiji ke nna sele sona lo. Le mosadi ya gagwe o fridge ke nna. Ya bana ke shaka bana wa.
Abo Julius.
Malemo. Angere ntona ke la ka go recruiter le uniform e phela ngere wa bona le wena wa.
Baqedile bamnandi.
Education
is the key
to success.
Ngicela nje.
Usilimazile kakhulu since well njengomphakathi sila still la siyalimala because we are not benefiting anything and futhi we are not doing anything for the society. Nathi njengomphakathi we are willing ukwenza change the situation ekhona lana mfowethu nation yethu
manje mfethu ngiyakuzwa wena uyakhuluma ukuthi ugovernment ukhawathile yabona manje ukhawuthe njani kule convex uyo oze nayo noma ize nobani
no yena akazanga nayo but kukhona ama national steps or izinyathelo uyangithola esingazithatha ukuthi sikhone ukuthi senze ukuthi thina njengom-Afrika sibe grand and futhi sikhona ukuthi manje siyilo lempi siyinqobe
manje mfethu mina nginenkinga ewani ke madoda